In the last instalment, we looked at Frodsham AAOR, a concrete reinforced bunker high above the village of Frodsham in Cheshire, known as the Beacons after the hill it sits on. The Grade 2 listed bunker survives to this day in immaculate condition and is joined in the compound by two radio towers, which will be the subject of this video. If you haven't seen the video on the bunker, then I'll link it below and at the end of this one. There are clear differences between the two radio towers on this site. One is visibly much newer than the other. This old square tower may have been used for radio and radar applications by the bunker itself over the years, but I really don't know. The site at Frodsham is notable for the installation of the prototype Orange Yeoman tactical control radar in the mid-1950s, and this tower wouldn't have been suitable for a radar of that size, so it's possible it was on the bunker roof itself. At one time, this tower was home to two repeaters used by Frodsham and District taxis on low-band VHF, a band that's virtually empty nowadays. There isn't much evidence of many low-band antennas on the tower nowadays, except for perhaps this folded dipole. If we look at these photographs I took back in November of 2014, you can see the antenna was maintained, but today it seems to have been disturbed or may even be out of action, like the repeater it once served. These days it's still home to a handful of repeaters owned by DCS, which serve local businesses such as skip hire, waste disposal and haulage companies. These are all on VHF and appear, from a bit of monitoring, to still all be in use. By the way, if you want to know more about what repeaters do and the hatred for them back in the 1970s and 1980s, then check the links at the end and in the description below for more of my videos. The masts are surrounded by brick huts that house supporting equipment and are also predominantly used by mobile phone companies. There's conduits built into the ground using concrete slabs to take the coaxial feeders up to the antennas on the mast. This hut is home to an old CB antenna which is in pretty good shape. If anybody knows what this was actually used for, then please let me know. It looks like a Thunderpole 3, and I'd guess that it was probably used for some sort of data or telemetry link or even alarm monitoring at the hut many decades ago. Either way, what a beautiful relic that's still surviving well here. You can see that the older mast was at one time home to a lot of other antennas, and the brackets for them are still in place. In the last 9 years, it seems to have lost most of its microwave links, which were likely British Telecom, and this is a sad sight on many radio sites in recent years. The newer mast, however, is home to a lot of mobile phone infrastructure with an abundance of cellular panels as well as microwave links. There's also a stack of folded dipoles that are used by the police as part of their Tetra airwave communications network. This mast has only gotten busier in recent years despite the loss of an end-fed vertical from one of the corners. There's many microwave links here such as EE, Vodafone and MBNL for mobile phone voice and data. Cheshire West and Chester have a lot up here for their data services, alarms, telemetry and properties such as numerous schools. Joint Radio Company also has links heading over to various places such as substations as part of their network serving the national grid. One link goes to Sutton Hall Water Treatment Works, which is surprisingly a police airwave link. Further investigation work revealed a tower on the edge of the site. One link is owned by Rapid Computers Limited and heads over towards Billinge Hill, and another goes to Warrington Council, and I'm sure by now you get the idea that this site is really busy from a microwave point of view, and we could be here all day. The radio site on Beacon Hill is quite important, and I'm sure, like the bunker next door, it'll be here for many years to come. As I said in the first instalment, the bunker has recently been refurbished by its current owner, Cheshire Council, with a new roof covering and increased security, so if any urbexers are watching and thinking about paying a visit, then don't, it's alarmed and there's CCTV. If you'd like to watch the video on the Beacon Hill bunker, as well as other nuclear bunkers in the Greater Manchester and surrounding areas, then I'll link it below and at the end of this one.